Hello gang, welcome back down to the Deluxe series. Yes, I have gone ahead and expanded this truck stop to be as big as it can be because we are getting a lot of goods down here now to be transported, and I've increased the amount of trucks that are transporting the goods and taking product back to be transferred as well. Now, couple of differences. I've added a mod today for the train cars to run mixed consist goods. Okay, it's the Nafy's mod, which I run on the Billy's Bluff playthrough series. So it means they can take mixed, so I can take oil one way basically, and I can take goods back the other way, which is what I wanted to do, which I feel should be in the game, but it's not. It's a great mod. It does mean that you can run a train two ways that you normally would have to run mixed wagons on. However, I proved that it worked with the wagons that I had, and I did that, but I wanted to increase its productivity basically, so I added that. Okay, didn't add any locomotives, just added that, and now we've got this line really cranking, which is really good, which is what I really want, because I want busy ports basically. Here we go, we've got a train coming in now. I wonder which one it is. Looks like the blue one, is it? So it's the steel one that does goods, and the other one is the oil one that does goods, right? So this one will take a heap of iron back, bring steel and goods, and the other one will take oil back, or refined oil back, and bring goods. Okay, that's how I've set them up, and that's how they're going. And look at this, look at the size of this train coming in, not with a full load, but with plenty of product on board. And it's making great money. If we just have a look at it here, look at that. When it hits, it makes about 21 million delivery there. So really cool to see. Yeah, basically. Well, it might make, maybe it makes 21 million on the way back. I can't remember, and a little bit less here. I can't remember. It's making good money, put it that way. So that's good. That's all off and running. And we've got the trucks rolling in now. We've got plenty of different kinds of trucks rolling in, which is even better. So today we want to sort of start getting some goods up to Amy. And we want to get some goods over to... where was it? Well, here's the thing. Grand Rapids needs some goods as well. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that. Maybe we could take some goods from down here. Well, we could send some back and take them to Grand Rapids as well. Okay, but we're going to be working mostly up the other end, up the other end. We're going to start getting this port ramped up here, because at the moment this port looks a little bit basic compared to its rival down the other end. We're going to start working more with the stone again as well, to Conmats, because I want to get Conmats to Portland and Conmats to Carrollton, which they're not getting any. And then we're going to work on sending goods after that. So we've got a bit to do in the next few episodes, because I want to start getting some goods now. From here up behind the line, and then we'll probably we've got a line that sort of comes here and does nothing. We're going to scoot around the outside here, then we're going to piggyback this line all the way up into Palm Bay, unless we set up the port and we just ship the goods, which we might still do as well, which is probably not a bad idea. We'll figure that out when we get there. A train up there would be really cool, but at the same time, pointless if we've got two nice big ports with a straight shot route that can deliver that, and then we can just feed out our goods as we need them. Palm Bay, Carrollton, and that sort of stuff, right? So that's what we're going to be working today. We might expand this out a little bit and get the lines in to set these guys up. But first, before we worry about Grand Rapids, let's get Amy set up with a transfer route for some goods. So, we've got our truck stop just here that we've set up. Do we? No, that's the bus stop down there. Oh, that's right. Look how nice that looks down there with all its retaining. I forgot about that. Let's see where Amy needs the goods first. Let's see where they need the goods. That's a parking lot, Ham. I want this. Goods are... Ooh, looks like goods are over here. There's a truck stop already there. Okay, well, we're going to deliver straight to that. Nice and easy. We're going to send the goods from... Well, we may as well just do the pickup here, eh? Even though it's so busy in this truck stop now, a potential expansion of the of this little island section is probably not a bad way to go. But we're going to go a new line. We'll pick them up probably from this side. We'll go at number 2, thanks. This is a pretty simple, straightforward line. We're just going to plug it in like that. We're going to go with our goods color here. Even though it's more like a timber color, it's more like a greeny brown color. Can we get a shift click, please? Shift click. Shift left click is what you do to bring up this color spectrum just here. We're going to go with it's more like a sort of we'll go with that for our goods. Okay, that one please. Yeah, it's a bit of a different color, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to go BR to Amy. Goods. Delivery. And whoops. And I've hit enter accidentally. So we want back up here where it's BR. And we know that that color is different. Goods delivery via truck. Okay, plenty of trucks getting around in this port, which is what we want. Just to make it look really, really busy. Wait, hang on a minute. That's not where we're getting goods from. Goods get transferred back down to here. So it's going to be from here up to Amy. Okay, Amy did that wrong. Luckily, we can change that. So get rid of that. Add this station. Now we could potentially, where do we want to pick them up from, which is not so busy? That's just the drop off there. That's just food. That one looks busy. I mean, we could see if we can add another truck stop here. Which we can. Okay, well, let's just do that. They can have their own. So you can be on 5. Yeah, nice. Okay, you get your own. How are they looking? They're tracking through town and back up the main motorway up the hill. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's get them a couple of trucks. Yeah, that's lucky because we're bringing plastics in, not goods. Yeah, that's right. Okay. What do you want for your delivery trucks? I could go with these. They're only 25. But they do add a bit of different scenery to the map with their, and I already added them in accidentally, so it's not a bad idea to use them, I suppose. They're only 25, whereas opposed to these are like 30. That's a tanker. These are 30. Okay. What do they take? They just take that. They just take that, and they're only 25 as well. No, stick to it. We'll use them as transport. We'll go with like what's the variance on this? That one we might switch to a food one. All delivery trucks, maybe we should make them like this. Oh, I like that. I love this looking. This is a great looking truck, this one. So add that one. Add that one. Can we add that one? Where's my ad? There we go. It's just missing. Okay, and then let's get that one. That looks good. It's here somewhere. Add. Right. We'll put maybe 4 on this one, I think, to start with. Let's get one of these. What do we got? Oh, that looks fun. You just got to click around here somewhere. There we go. And one more. We've already got a yellowy sort of one. Let's go. Euro Express. There we go. That was it was a bit odd that we don't have the button there, but that's okay. We managed it in the end. So BR Amy Goods. There we go. Done. So those trucks will start falling out of here. Don't they look good? That actually does look really nice. Oh, look at the interior. Nice Scania. Nice. Okay, great mod. Well done. Congratulations. So they're gonna there'll be goods that get dropped off there now, and these guys will just slowly start shipping up and getting that line in place. Right, let's head up north here. Let's do a little bit of playing around with this this port before we get the line in, shall we? So it's pretty. You can see it is pretty basic. Right, we do have the ability to switch what it looks like down here. like, it's a pretty open area, so the sort of the sky's the limits in terms of what we can do. I'm thinking we start something like this, and it will all get a bit of a switch around. We'll make the port come out all the way to here, I think, like that. That's as far as you can kind of go there. And then, what are you going to do in here with that little spot? It'd be really good if I could just chuck in something there. But you might need to just close it off like that. It's kind of a bit of a nothing spot then, isn't it? Yeah, we can decorate it, I guess. Or we could just change this up completely. When it comes to that, I might need to do a little bit of landscaping. But I can get that in there, and we could send that ship down to there. Let's put that there. Yeah, 2 there. Let's pause and just redo this section just here. We don't even need that right there, but I'm going to leave it because we can build off it, I think. And we're going to need to put in some more of those anyway. You're going to come... This port here, see how it's kind of it's just lending itself to mimicking the landscape just a touch and straight into there, right? It doesn't have to be super out here fancy like we had it, but just something to sort of cap off the end of the coastline there is not actually a bad thing. Can you get like something like... No, you cannot. I bet if you did that though, you could. Okay, I'll take that there. Yeah, I will take that there, actually. And then give me a couple of little connections just inside here. Bugger. No, I'll leave that there for a minute. I'll play with that a little bit later. But this here, I think that's as much as we want. I'm going to sit that there. Do a couple of end ones in here. Just like small boat landings, right? Like such and like such. What are you telling me that you're worried about? You can have, right, let's do some land burrowing, some dredging. Look at our dredging button. Make it hard. We'll start from about here. Push it all the way down. Like such. I'll even dredge up this little bit just here. Okay, and then what we'll do, take that down a size. We'll level all this out and about. Okay, we'll get this looking like a port now, and then we'll go up and play with the Conmats lines. I'm more inclined to leave that in there. I kind of like it, to be honest. And then I might do some retaining in and around there. We'll see how that goes. I might just push this, however, out to the end. Like that. Right, like that. Okay, so that matches. And then I can put some little, like, boats and stuff in there. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with that. Can I also get, please, that, so I can get rid of a lot of these trees in here. I'll level it all out and then we'll paint it up to make it look porty. To make it look porty? Yes, to make it look porty. Okay. Interesting choice of lingo, but I'll allow it for the moment. I can go right to the edge and I can cap that off with something as well. You're a little bit raised in here, aren't you? Just flatten this little area off for me, please, Ham. You might need to just maybe smooth it even. Just to get the look you're after. Just so it looks a little less weird when you paint it. Because if I paint that the way it was, it'll look all... The concrete would look all lumpy and frumpy, or the bitumen. We can't have that. If I can just smooth it just a touch, it might look pretty good. Right, paint that now. Just to give it that texture of looking a little bit better. Right. And then the addition of buildings and cargo platforms and stuff will look a lot better when we place them in. Right, and you can see instantly that's just added a whole new dynamic to this map, or to this cargo port anyway. We're going to slap that in there. That will cover up that gap, and then give me some miscellaneous section because I want to run. We might be able to run some connections to each of these anyway. I can go that one. We'll put a connection to same on this end. That's already given itself a connection, so that's great. And I'll do something with that maybe later. But that's all we need. Right, and then do a little bit more configuration, because what I want to do here is just do some sort of standardized... let's say we want to go from... We could go from the end there out to there. And say you put another square one in, so it would go from like about there, wouldn't it? Yeah, like that. I think you're like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Okay. Right. That'll do that. That'll do that. Let's get that boat out of the way. Give me a couple of landings, please. Plenty of landing spots, but we probably don't even need, but we might do a fair bit of shipping now and then. I'll see how that goes. And then what's your problem here? Yeah, well, you're on the wrong line, aren't you? Why are you choosing that? Let's see what happens here. Okay, that's better. See? Got yourself sorted now. I don't know why you weren't giving me that option. But we're going to make this a pretty straightforward looking port. But you can see a nice, big open one, right? Because we're in a big open section of the map just here. And that'll look really good once we decorate that up. Mark my word. Right, that's the sort of overhead scale of it. We'll get it with buildings, trucks, cranes, all that sort of good gear when it goes in. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to be shipping commats from here down to here, okay? Then I think to get to Portland, look, here's the thing. We've got this train line that we put in, right? We could train some commats up. I was originally thinking of sending commats via truck over to here, and then via truck up to here. So do like a bit of a daisy chain effect, right? Or we're gonna have to take commats down here anyway to get into Carrollton. So if they come down to here and then they go back up and they just do that transfer, then we're able to send trucks into Carrollton, and potentially we could piggyback a freight line up the top to Portland here, where we're going to need to send a lot of food and stuff anyway eventually. And then eventually with that line, it can piggyback through and hook up to the top range up here. So it's not a bad idea to actually establish something train-wise to get from lower to higher, seeing as we've already got the line in place. So, okay, let's do that. Let's, is there anywhere else I can pull stone from, to be honest? We've got a commats factory just there as well that we don't really need at the moment. What I need is stone. So it might be pretty cool for us with that big port at some point to start shipping some stone in here as well. So then these trucks are doing a bit of a two-way. That might be the way to go. We might start pulling in a bit of stone shipping wise to do that. How are you guys looking? It's literally your shipment that's no good, okay? Right. Okay, let's do it. So it's going to be as simple as get a line from here. Have I got a spare spot up here? Yep. So get that line in all the way down into here. It should actually be already doing it, shouldn't it? Wow, hang on a minute. This line here, already going down to here to take con mats. Yeah, okay, because we're providing Palm Bay, aren't we? We're providing Palm Bay with commats. Are we providing Ventura? Ventura's getting commats. So we're already getting commats here. So it's just going to be a case of literally potentially increasing these trucks. I'm going to put 18 of those on there. Sorry about clicking on that. Right, well that's all we need to do there. Now we just need to put the piggyback in one for Carrollton just down here. So that's what we need to do. Let's establish a truck stop down here. And then that's going to help these guys start to really grow, because at the moment they're not getting any product except for people. Okay. Ooh, plenty of commats around here. We are going to put in a truck stop. They're kind of mixed everywhere. Now, I could go through and do the whole weeding situation where I weed out all the industrial and the commercial and the residential and get them growing their own separate ways. For this playthrough, we're going to leave things mostly organic and the AI can just do what it wants. In terms of a truck stop, where are we going to get the most pickup? Probably right here downtown. You're still missing a lot down in there though, aren't you, buddy? I am. Therefore, I am. Yeah. What if we tried that one there? You're still missing a lot at the top here when it comes to goods. So it might be better to just chuck in one of these and then another one for goods. Yep, that's how we're going to do it. Simple, straight, street drop off. Because we're not really bringing anything out of there. Okay, give me that truck stop. That one. Line 2, you don't need. Right, we will put our commats color on. It will be called Palm Port. Palm Port to Carrollton. And it is I'll keep it capitals for commats, shall I? Delivery by truck. Okay, cool. We'll put our special delivery trucks on there. Do I have something different we could put in? We've got these variants with which we've used the Volvos. Yeah, we'll use the Volvos at this end. We'll add one of them. Oh, we'll add 2 of those. Okay, that's fine. We'll add one of those. It's got to be here somewhere. Where has my add button gone? Huh. Just 3. Thanks. We'll just take 3 for the moment. Where are we? We're Palm Port. Okay, that's going to start probably getting that underway too. It's quite odd what's going on with that button. So all our trucks ready to help out with the combat shifting is going to go up there. Actually, are these trucks... Are we getting stone brought into here? No, those trucks are going to have to... Okay, so those trucks that we just put on, they're all going to have to swap out to a mixed ability as soon as we start bringing stone in, so they can start bringing 2A up. But either way, I potentially then put too many of those on. Let's just burn 3 of those. 4 of them. We'll burn 4 of them and we'll keep the rest. Right, so I guess if we're going to put in train track from here, it really has to come out of the station here and piggyback all the way out there, which is not hard. It means we're going to have to run some kind of bypass through the town. We've already got the link up here, so the train could come through, could rattle through the actual station itself, or we could do a little bit of work to the station. Right, let's do a little bit of work to the station. I've got a bit of an idea here. I'm going to put in the track. Right. We may as well do this. Yeah, I'm going to switch to how it works. Passenger platforms. That's what I want. Miscellaneous. Give me some of that. Give me actually, yeah, one, two of these, and then a flat one. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. I hope I edited that out. Okay. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. What we're going to do here is we're going to switch these lines to come into here. I want you to kind of come a straight shot out for me if you can. The trouble is I can never get what I want. Can you hurry up, please? I need you to lift it and shift it, buddy. I need you to go. What are you waiting for? Ah, you're waiting for the Portland train. Oh, now we've got a problem. What the heck has happened here? I reckon it's your fault. I don't know what you're doing or what you've decided to do. Having 3 platforms in here for trains to work on is probably actually going to be beneficial. So we're going to work off this platform and these 2 for the trains now. And then we're going to use this one down here as a bypass for the actual freight trains, which will bypass through, split off to their own line. Yep. Once we get these trains out of here. Oh my gosh. Trains, trains, and more trains. This should be the last one. Up you go. Quickly now. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Pause. Okay. That's going to help us out dramatically. Drastically. That's going to help us out a lot. It's going to help us out a lot. Alright, we've got a bit of reshaping to do here. Get rid of all that, all that, all that. This is how we do it. I could just bring you guys nicely swooped in here. You're probably okay where you were. I just needed to get rid of the diamond junction. Thanks AI for your saving there, autosave. So, gang, as tomorrow is Anzac Day here in Australia, I just will let you know. I will be going to the dawn service in the morning. Can I get you to pull in there now, please? No, 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 no. Why can't I get that? I will be going to the dawn service in the morning at, well, dawn. That's how I want you to go. And I want your friend to do the same from here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and then we've got my nan who's been really not well lately, and it's her birthday on Anzac Day here in Australia, so we're doing a big birthday celebration for her. So I apologise if content will be a little bit disjointed this week. I just want you to come off. Okay, that's it. You come off. That is not how I want you to do that. That is a horrible connection. It should not be this much trouble to put in what I want like that. I'll take that. I'll fix that up in my own time, I think, what I want. These ones here, I'm actually going to do this, to be honest. I'm going to take these right back. Right back, actually. To that bend right there. Just give that train a little push along. And I'm going to plug them straight into here. Like so. Yep, that's got that better. And then this one here. I might run quad track all the way down here. Yeah. Okay, that works for me. So this line here can actually merge into that one somehow. Okay, I can do this. Retracking everything. It was all temporarily put in anyway. Yeah, like that, please. That's good. And then I can rehook that up. So we'll keep a quad track down here because how fun's having 4 tracks of trains barreling down one area. I'm also going to put your section back in here to hook up like that. Because why not? Because why not? Right, I can sit there. I'm not going to slip it just yet. Okay, odd. Odd that you're not paralleling for me very well today. That's better. That's what I like to see. And then this one's going to split just a touch through the middle there, close to the station. Right, and that's our hookup. But we want to make sure that we've got our trains being able to do their line switches and stuff as well. So put that in for us. I'll just put diamonds at each end because diamonds are a girl's best friend. That's what they say in the movies. So, yeah. I can't have a cross section there, but I can put one like here. Give me the signals like this too, please. I don't think I need that one there. I think that's a hindrance more than anything having that one there. We will run you just there, and then we'll run you guys just here. I'll probably, here's the thing. I probably need a line diamond junction just here as well for these trains. That doesn't work. I will just need you to do this, I think. Actually, it's going to have to be a mega one. It's going to have to be a mega. A mega! With the ability to slip there and slip here. Alright, that's got all these lines sorted out. Now let's just check to see what everyone's doing here. What's happening in the zoo? So, it's all fine. They're all back to normal how they were actually, so that's good. The only difference is you're running down that side, which is fine, which is what I want you to do, but you're actually now going to be... Which line are you? You're the... Get rid of this. Get rid of this. You are the Palm Bay to Carrington Pax train. That's that one. So manage that line. You're now going to come into me for platform 3, I think. Yep, platform 3. Bang, that's perfect. Well, I could have put you into this platform actually, which probably would have made more sense, would it? No. No. This is actually good. So that's you done. And then Portland North Rumbler is actually going to pull into... It's strange that you're not too weighing down there. Okay, well, you're going to pull into 3 as well. Yeah, that's got you looking a bit better now. And then that means that No, we've done that one. That means that the BR train is going to come into Carrollton at 4. Yep. Gucci. Right. I love it when a plan comes into fruition. So that's going to clear up track for us to run through here on the outside. Come into the station, run a freight train. Even though it's not going to be a large freight train, it's literally just going to be a shunter of a train taking some goods up into not Portland, because there's no port up here. Right, so what we need to establish now is a freight line. The freight line, however, may have to come outside the back here, so we may split off and come shoot over this way. Let's just have a look in here. Ooh, hey now, hey now. You're in. Well, it doesn't have to. It could still come around here and we can just truck the stuff around, which is probably a better idea, to be honest. And it means that we can run the freight line around the back and parallel back onto the side of the passenger line to head up the spine of the mountain. Yeah, do that. Give me 2 at 240. What is that like? No, give me that. I'll tell you what you'll need to do. Now, to get this to work how I want it to work, there is a road there. I just need you to, well, I basically need you to come out flat for me. I need to get this leveled up now. Here's the thing. You keep flat for me, buddy. Right, that's the height you're at. Oh yeah, we got this big sluggish mountain just here, haven't we? Now if I put the freight station here, we're really going to box in the town, but the town can grow that way, which is kind of where I want it to grow. Yeah, okay, so do this for a second. We don't want to tunnel their ham. We want to open cut this bad boy. Right. Open cut that. I might have to just ditch this road just here a touch, but I basically did that because I need to get the same height. So these guys are all working off the same height. So when we rejoin the tracks together, we're painting, by the way. That's not what you want. That's a bit not what you want. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. We want to do this, by the way. Through here. Chewing a lot of the budget doing this, but that's okay because we're making good money. I'm not so worried about the town with little mountain bits in it. I'm more worried about just trying to establish ourselves a bit of a freight station in here. So that's going to help us with our line work anyway. So I can potentially take out some of the roads I've put in up here as well. And I'll actually straighten you up. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Parramatta, if we're actually, I'm going to keep you on the outside. We're going to transfer from the outside of the actual, like that. I'm going to drive them up this hill. Also, yeah, I see it, all right. I need that tool, I need that. Yeah, that's better. Well, you've got a nice, really square cut up in there, haven't you? Yeah, okay. Now I can put this track in properly. Now you are going to be the inside track as well. I thought, what's the problem here? There's a little bit of dirty track just hiding in there. You got to watch out for those little pieces. They'll get you. Oh, a little bit of tunnel. I'll take it. And we're going to quad track this. Why not? Why that? Well, we don't need to. We're just going to single track for today. I kind of want to put my little bridge back in over up here too. Just reconstitute the road network you've got going on up here. Oh, that's a bit of fun, isn't it? Give me something better. That. I love that bridge. I only love that bridge, though, without its big pointy bits up in the air. I just love it when it pretends to be just a flat concrete bridge. Alright, leave a bit of room here for the AI to build around that section, and we can retain it off. Because the track is, like I said, it's going to head up this way. Right? Don't go down. Stay flat. It's going to head up this way and piggyback back onto that. It could even like just cut through there. You wouldn't even know. And piggyback onto that. Right? So that's how that's going to go eventually. So we can get more product up and down the lines. Right? Not Portland's going to become a really busy place eventually. Let's get this line down the hill. What I don't agree with is the way you've done that. about we do this? And we'll actually split you off. Sooner rather than later. So you'll actually come around like that. Yeah, that way we don't run into that problem. I will run, we won't run that. That's an eyesore out here. We will keep it with that. Gives Portland's eyeline just something pretty cool to look at too, you know? As some of these buildings when they grow up. Grow up, buildings, grow up. Are we running a Humpty to do there, or is it pretty flat? It's running uphill slightly, which is what we want. Okay, so let's get you dragged down the hill, kicking and screaming. I mean, we probably could have run off the same two-way system with the rumbler, but I kind of want. Here's the thing about freight and passengers that I like to do. I like to keep my freight separate to my passengers, unless they have to bypass the station, which I will put a bypass in. But otherwise, I like to keep freight lines on freight lines mostly. I won't always do it. I will run freight trains down passenger lines, but I mostly try to keep it freight to freight, passenger to passenger, without making too many tracks everywhere, because I think too many tracks sometimes really detracts from the prettiness of the map. So we are going to run a line basically like that. I'm gonna, do I want to switch? I need to switch you, yes. Keeping it simple, Simon, okay? Said the pieman. So, that being established, I want to get a couple of signals in now, just to make sure you do the right thing up and down here. Well, actually, yeah, you have to know what you do by that, okay. You have to know, though, that that's that way. Yep. Okay. See how that goes. Let's just check our lines. Everyone's still doing the right thing. Good. Don't you do the wrong thing. And it means that we can actually pull straight from here now. So, get a line in. We're not worried about them. I mean, we could have done a stop off there to drop off some cargo. But then you drop off the cargo there, then come up here and you've got no cargo left on board, right? Let's check it. All looking good there, looking good. Switches down to two-way here. Not what I want. So we're going to have to switch your platform down here at Palm Bay Sidings to, is that number 2? No. Yes, 3. Bang, except the game has decided that it doesn't want to double track. You have the ability. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, there we go. I just didn't have it set up correctly with the switches. Okay, cool. Thank you, Red. We'll make you dark maroon. How's that sound? So this is going to be not Portland. No. It's going to be Palm Port to not Port. That's confusing, isn't it? Because we're going to, I'm just saying Palm Cove shipping port to not Portland is actually Palm Port to not Port, which is confusing, but it's not confusing. I get it. Right? That's all that matters. On mats. Delivery via train. Right. Last thing to do is buy a train and ride it out. I wonder if we can get the train from here, a big train depot area that we're starting to build up. We're going to have to get here at some point and flesh all this train freight yard, rail yard out as well at some point. Can you get, for me, you can get onto that line because I've put some shonky little transfer there that's being utilized now really badly. Right, whatever. You are literally not going to be an expensive train at all. We're going to go from this way. So let's pull you out of this one. Buy vehicles, please. We're not running Steam. Diesel's going to be the cheapest. It doesn't need to be super quick. It doesn't need to be fan. That's 495,000. If we can keep it under 100,000 for the locomotive, it'd be good. The China Railways DF5. Does 80. 325 tractive effort. Yeah, we can run this. We haven't run it. Let's add it. And then the cargo, because it's not going to have a lot of cargo, so it doesn't need to have fantastic tractive effort. It does need to have fantastic tractive effort to take combats up the hill. So this one's got 375, which is better than the... It's better than this one with only 177. Does 90, but this one only does 80 with a bit of tractive effort. We'll see how it goes, because we're not going to have a heap of wagons on it. We're literally... So these are the Nafy's Universal State car that I was telling you about, by the way. Takes 23 compartments of all cargo, okay? So they do look good when they're loaded up as well. We are going to go with... how many ton is that? That's 25 ton for 20. 17 ton for 14. Yeah, okay. These are 25 ton for 20 as well. So we're literally going to take this. We're gonna actually take the one that we're still running it good here. I got to be honest, I don't think we're going to need much. We're not going to have a lot on there to begin with. So I'm actually only going to run with 3. Which means we probably should run the smaller train, which is cheaper. Yeah, okay. If the demand increases, we will put a bigger train on it. But for now, we are literally going to run this shunting yard train. Set it online. Port, not port, combats. Okay, we'll ride this thing out. And thanks for joining me today, ladies and gentlemen. This will be our track ride today. It's not the most exciting train. I'm well aware of that. But, like I always say, we're getting the infrastructure in, we're getting the groundworks in, we're getting the demand in, then we can play with all the nice stuff. Okay? Thanks for joining me today. Happy Anzac Day to everyone today. Lest we forget those fallen men who never returned home and sacrificed themselves for everyone else, basically. So we can... oh, let's ride on board. What are we doing? Anyway, you get it. Lest we forget. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen, friendos. I'll see you again very soon. Well, tomorrow there'll be another Transport Fever. Tomorrow's Billy's Bluff playthrough, so check that one out. It was a lot of fun, that one. Yeah. Alright, gang. That's it. Love you and leave you. Enjoy the track ride along. Bye for now. I am also aware that we haven't put the combats transfer in up at Portland. We'll do that next episode. So that'll initiate the actual combats to get lifted to Portland. But for now, we're just going to enjoy this track ride along because we're out of time for today. We're 49 minutes. do love a quad track of trains coming through, so this will be nice when it gets really busy through here.